It's G and me with Miss G.
Hi, friends. Welcome to It's G and Me. I'm Miss G, and I'm so excited to have you today because we have a brand new book. And this book, Miss G loved as a kid. It's called Donald's Magic Stone. Now, looking at the front cover, what do you think this story is about? Well, this is Donald, if we're not sure who that was. And I see he has a stone, and the title says magic, so maybe he makes things appear. Maybe he makes things disappear. What do you guys think? This is Goofy. There's a pot boiling in the back. Not sure what that is. So let's read to find out. By the way, this is the front cover. This is the back cover of a book. And bum 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 bum. This is the title page. The title page always says the title again and usually has some sort of picture from the story. Here we go. Let me give you a good look here. One cold winter day, Donald was chopping wood in his backyard. One more log and I think I'll have enough, said Donald. He was getting very hungry. He thought of a nice hot dinner. The thought of a nice hot dinner was the only thing that kept him working. So he's kind of cold and he wants something really hot for dinner. Uh-oh. After Donald finished chopping all the wood, he went inside and started to look around his kitchen for some food. But he had forgotten to shop for groceries. Oh no! There wasn't a single crumb to eat. Look at that, friends. The only crumb that was left, the mouse is eating it. Oh no. I sure do wish there was some way to get dinner without having to go all the way to the store to buy it. Oh, just then, Donald saw Goofy. Goofy was walking past the house. In his arms were bags full of groceries. So what do we think Donald's thinking now? Hey, he has food. Donald thought to himself, gee, Goofy has all those groceries. I wonder if there's some way I could get him to invite me to dinner. Oh, look at Goofy. Donald raced out of his house. Goofy! Yoo-hoo! Goofy! Donald called as he ran. There he goes, running after Goofy. Suddenly, an unhappy thought popped into Donald's head. He stopped running. What if Goofy doesn't invite me to dinner? Worried Donald. I sure don't want to invite myself. Why, I can't even bring dessert. Uh-oh. So what's he going to do? Donald thought and thought. Then he noticed a stone sparkling on the ground. That looks like the stone from the front cover. He stared at the stone. Slowly, an idea began to take shape. That stone looks pretty special, said Donald. Maybe with a little imagination, I can use this stone to get Goofy to invite me to dinner. Donald thought for a minute. I've got it, he cried. Donald ran after Goofy once again. Oh, Goofy, he called. Wait for me. I have something to show you. Goofy stopped and waited. He smiled at Donald as he raced up. Did you ever see one of these? Donald asked. Did I ever see a stone? Goofy asked. Sure. Oh, this is not just a stone, Goofy, Donald said mysteriously. This is a magic stone. Is this really a magic stone, friends? What does it do? Goofy asked. It makes soup, said Donald. Do you want to see how? Yes, said Goofy. "Come on over to my house. Let's see if that magic stone can really make soup." So now Donald's going to Goofy's house. When he got to Goofy's house, the two friends headed straight for the kitchen. Goofy put the groceries away, and Donald filled a big soup pot with water. Donald put the pot of water on the stove to boil. He dropped the magic stone into the pot. "And now for the magic words," he said. "Bippity boppity boop. Make a tasty soup." Goofy stared at the stone in the pot, waiting for something to happen. After a while, the water began to boil, but nothing else seemed to be happening to the soup. "You know, Goofy," said Donald, "I've heard that if you add carrots to a pot of stone soup, it makes it really delicious." "Gosh, Donald, I have some carrots. Why don't I chop them up and add them to the pot?" Goofy said. And so he did just that. The carrots and the water started to boil. Donald lifted a spoonful to cool. Then he took a taste. "Just as I thought, Goofy. This soup will be delicious." Then Donald added, But an onion or two would make it taste even better." "Say no more," said Goofy. He walked over to the place where he kept the onions. Then he and Donald chopped up the onions and stirred them into the soup. I don't know if my friends have ever been around chopped onions, but sometimes it can make you cry. Said Donald as he looked at the soup. "It isn't as thick as it should be," he added. Goofy looked worried. "But I think I know what the problem is," said Donald. "You see, I've made soup with this stone so many times this week that it must be a bit worn out. Maybe a little flour would help." Look at them. Goofy handed Donald flour, which Donald added to the soup. He stirred and stirred and stirred some more to make sure that soup would be nice and smooth. Look at them. Donald tasted the soup again. "It's delicious," he said, smacking his lips loudly. Then he offered Goofy a taste. Goofy had to agree. It did taste wonderful. "But you know what it really needs, Goofy?" Donald asked. "This soup would be really special if we added some cabbage. I think stone soup with cabbage is the best soup of all." Goofy thought the cabbage was a very good idea. As a matter of fact, he had just bought one at the grocery store that day. So the two friends chopped up the cabbage. Then they added it to the pot. This soup is starting to sound real tasty. But I thought it was a magic stone, friends. The soup sure smells good now. Do you think the stone is finished making the dinner? Goofy asked Donald. Donald took another taste. Almost, he said. But I think there's something missing. Donald thought for a minute. Potatoes, he decided. Ugh. Right, Goofy agreed. Goofy peeled the potatoes while Donald chopped. Next, they poured in the potatoes and Donald stirred the soup. There they go. There goes Donald chopping. And that pot is going. This soup is starting to sound real good. Donald stirred the soup some more. Then Donald took another delicious taste. Wow, I think it's the best soup I've ever made all week, Donald called from the kitchen. It is? Goofy asked as he set the table. His stomach was beginning to growl. Is it done yet? He's hungry. Not quite yet, Goofy, said Donald. It still needs a touch of something. But what? He thought for a minute. Salt and pepper. That's it. That will make this soup taste perfect. And so Donald added a bit of salt and pepper. Donald took one last taste. Then he cried, Time to eat! The soup is done. Goofy sighed happily. I'm ready when you are, he called from the table, spoon in hand. Ooh-wee, he is hungry. That soup sounds delicious. Donald looked at the table. He thought the two soup bowls and the two soup spoons looked lonely sitting at the table by themselves. You know, Goofy, stone soup really goes well with some bread and butter, Donald thought. And a plate of fine sausages wouldn't hurt either. Sausages too, Donald? Sheesh. Goofy agreed. So he went through the kitchen, gathering up everything they needed to make a feast. Look at that. He's grabbing butter and bread and the sausages. This is a big meal. Whoa! Look at all that food, friends. Wow. They've got a drink too. They've got bananas and grapes and cheese and bread. Whoa, even olives. My goodness. Before long, Goofy's table was filled with plates of sausages and cheese, fruits and bread, pickles and olives, and whatever else Donald could think of that would go well with the magic soup. So Donald said, Goofy, go get some cheese and pickles and olives. At last, Donald set the hot soup on the table. He looked at Goofy's happy face, and suddenly Donald was ashamed of the trick he had played on his friend. Was that stone really magic, friends? Or did he just have Goofy get all the things for him? Goofy, there is something I have to tell you, Donald said. The stone's not really magic. Sure it is, Donald, said Goofy. Look how it made my groceries disappear. Goofy and Donald laughed together. A little imagination was really all the magic they needed. The end. So these books were really cool because they have all different things in the background, right? This is like to make a soup. And this here was questions for our story, like, why did Donald pretend the stone was magic? Do you guys remember why? If you think about the beginning of the story, it was because he was hungry, right? And he had nothing in his house to eat. So he thought, maybe if I trick Goofy into thinking that this stone is magic, he'll invite me over for dinner. Was that right, friends? Not really. Why was Donald ashamed of his trick? Why did he feel bad at the end? Because he had all this food he put out for Goofy. Why did he feel it bad? Well, because all of Goofy's groceries are gone now, and he thought he tricked him. But it seemed like Goofy kind of knew what was happening, and he just wanted to participate and have fun too, and have an imagination. Alrighty, friends, this is one of my favorite stories as a kid. I'm going to read some more about these I'm so glad you tuned in. Make sure to subscribe below. Have mommy or daddy or whoever you're with, your guardian, make sure they subscribe so that the videos can pop up on your screen. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.